Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a universe, not one filled with stars and galaxies far away, but one that exists quietly inside you, a universe of thoughts, memories, emotions, and dreams. This universe is your brain, the most complex structure known to humankind. It weighs barely 3 pounds, yet holds everything you have ever known. Every face you remember, every fear you felt, every hope you carry. Inside this small, fragile organ lives a network more intricate than the cosmos itself. Nearly 86 billion neurons, each one communicating through tiny electrical signals, firing faster than lightning, shaping who you are in every single moment. From the instant you were born, your brain began building connections. As a child, it learned to recognize voices, to understand love, to make sense of the world. Every laugh, every fall, every whispered word carved pathways inside your mind, turning experience into identity. But the brain is not just a recorder of life, it is a creator. It doesn't simply react to reality, it constructs it. The colors you see, the music you hear, the emotions you feel, they are all interpretations, crafted carefully by your brain. What you call reality is, in many ways, a story your brain tells you. And yet, for all its power, the brain is deeply human. It forgets, it hesitates, it fears. Sometimes, it even works against us, trapping us in anxiety, replaying painful memories, or creating doubts that were never real. But even in its vulnerability lies its greatest strength, the ability to change. This is neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable power to rewire itself. Every time you learn something new, every time you face a fear, every time you choose hope over despair, your brain physically reshapes itself. New connections form, old ones fade. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and your brain ensures you never have to be. Scientists have spent centuries trying to understand this mystery. They've mapped regions responsible for movement, speech, and emotion. They've discovered how chemicals like dopamine and serotonin influence happiness, motivation, and love. They've even begun decoding thoughts, turning brain signals into words, images, and actions. And still, we have barely scratched the surface. Because the brain is not just a machine. It is the place where consciousness lives, where the question, "Who am I?" is asked and answered again and again. It is where imagination takes flight, where ideas are born, where art, science, and innovation emerge from silence. Think about it. Every invention, every poem, every breakthrough in human history began as a thought inside someone's mind. A single spark in the darkness that grew into something that changed the world. And yet, the same brain that can imagine greatness can also feel lost. In a world that never stops moving, our minds are constantly overloaded, scrolling, comparing, thinking, worrying. We are more connected than ever before. Yet many feel more disconnected within themselves. But perhaps the answer isn't out there. Perhaps it has always been inside. Because your brain is listening, always adapting, always evolving. The thoughts you repeat, the habits you build, the stories you believe, they're shaping your brain right now. You're not just living your life, you are programming your mind. So what if you chose differently? What if you fed your brain with curiosity instead of fear, with purpose instead of distraction, with silence instead of noise? What if you allowed it to rest, to heal, to grow? Because within this quiet universe inside your skull lies something extraordinary, the power to change your reality, to redefine your limits, to become someone you've never been before. Your brain is not just who you are, it is who you can become. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest journey you will ever take is not across the world, but within your own mind.